much. Welcome to the session. Thank you very much for joining. It means a lot to me. And let's start with an introduction. I am Swaroop. Most of you might know me by the name TheDollarHacks, and I work as a community test engineer at Applause. Applause is basically the parent company of UTEST. I guess a few of you are already familiar with UTEST. Anyway, my main role is to recruit testers like you for our global projects. I began my career with the freelancing and crowd working. In the past 1 year, I took several projects and worked in various freelancing roles. I finally found my interest as a freelance tester and started taking it more seriously. Luckily, I was offered a full-time job at UTEST. So everything was started 1 year ago. I started this freelancing thing with a position at Lionbridge. I heard about Lionbridge from a friend, and I got started with a map analyst position at Lionbridge, and slowly I came to know about other websites like Appen and OnePharma. If you are not familiar with these names, that's totally fine. You can learn more about these on our subreddit. So yeah, so I believe most of you here are students, and I'm also a recent 2020 graduate, and I completed my graduation in BSc Agriculture. Yeah, I'm an agriculturist, and I don't have any computers background, and I don't think you need any kind of degrees or certificates to excel, to do something. All you need to be is just passionate. Also, let me quickly introduce BM Money India. I know most of you here are already familiar with BM Money India. Still, for those who don't know, BM Money India is a community in Reddit with over 5,000 members, where we generally discuss about online money making and money saving opportunities in India. So this session is totally related to software testing, but if you are interested in any other crowd working like UHRS, or if you are interested in transcription or translation, if you are looking for more opportunities, or for example, you need some guidance to you need some guidance to join the websites and to learn and earn, then you can visit our subreddit. There are several helpful posts available out there. You can just go through them, apply the sites, and apply to those websites and start earning from them. So yeah, so this is totally about freelance software testing. uh, Yeah, this is totally about freelance software testing. Uh, Keep in mind that this presentation is pretty much minimal, so try to focus more on my speech rather than this presentation. If you need it, I will also share the presentation with you all. I don't mind sharing this. So anyway, let's begin with the software testing. I guess we are done with the introduction. Let's dive into our main topic, software testing. So basically, software testing, in a nutshell, software testing is a method of detecting issues. In software terms, issues are nothing but bugs. So the person who finds the issues with software products is called software tester. A freelance software tester is the one who contracts with a company to help test their software products. So a freelance tester is not an employee, but he takes a contract with the company and helps to test their software products. Let's To make you understand better, let's consider an example here. You all know food delivery apps like Zomato and Swiggy. Imagine you're hungry, and so you decided to order food online. You open Zomato, chose some food, and when you tried to order something, the app just closed automatically. Technically, it is called crash. So the app just crashed. Crashed. You open the app again and try to reorder something, and the app crashed again. So what do you do now? Obviously, you will go for Swiggy because Zomato is buggy. Zomato just lost a customer because of this bugs, because of its buggy interface. So what Zomato does is they'll hire a bunch of software testers. These software testers use the app, like they use the Zomato app like regular users, and see if there are any issues. If they see any issues, then they will report the bugs to the Zomato app developers. App developers are the app creators. So these developers will take the reports from software testers and they will fix the bugs. And the testers will be paid for their efforts. So I guess now you know exactly what a software tester does. There is a huge competition between the companies. Everyone wants customers to grow their business. To hold the customers for long term, their platforms must be bug free. These days there is a lot of competition. People only prefer the clean interfaces, and obviously, just in the previous example, you skipped Zomato and ordered food on Swiggy because Zomato was buggy. So in order to gain the customers, it is very important to have a bug free a platform. It could be either a website or it could be a app. Now you exactly know what the software tester does. He just finds the bugs and reports them. He's the one who actually improves the quality, security, and most importantly, he helps in improving the customer satisfaction. So as you know, what software tester does. So let's go into types of testing. There are more than 150 types of testing. Yeah, don't worry about it. You don't need to know all the types. All you need is two types. There are two types: functional testing and non-functional testing. As the name says, in functional testing, we test the function of the app. Let's take the previous example again to make you understand better. You open Zomato, chose some food, and this time when you are tapping on place your order button, the button was not responding. You got my point. The button was not responding. You're tapping on the button, but the button is not functioning properly. So it's a functional issue. It's not any crash or something. It's a functional issue. The function of that particular button is not working. Let's take another example. You opened Amazon website. When you clicked on a product, the page took to an empty page or error page. Again, it's a functional issue. Or just imagine you added a product. You liked this shirt. You added the shirt to your cart. When you opened your cart, the shirt was missing. The product was missing. Though you added, the product was missing. So the adding to cart functionality is not working properly. It is not working as expected. So it's a functional bug. So in functional testing, you find the functional bugs. So I hope it was clear. So let's move to the non-functional testing. Basically, non-functional testing includes several things like performance testing and usability testing. Anyway, just take an example. You opened Amazon, but the page took more time to load. It took more time to load. So it's not functional here, it's performance. The performance of the website is not good because it took more time to load. Just take, again, you opened Zomato. You are looking for a pizza. You chose Domino's restaurant, but you noticed that pizza image was overlapping with the text. Most of you are familiar with the Zomato app. When you choose any product, you will usually get a picture of the product. When you tap on the picture, it gets expanded. But here what happens is the text is getting overlapped. So it's a visual. It's a visual bug. It affects the usability of the usability. So it's a usability bug. You'll get to know more here about the types of bugs. It would be there are several classifications of types of bugs. You need to know these bugs. It is very easy to remember. Functional bug, as I said earlier, it affects the function. Performance bug is also known as load bug. So it wasn't loading properly. For example, you downloaded a game on your mobile. It taking more time to load. So it's performance. Coming to the visual is, as I just said earlier, the text is getting overlapped by an image. So you couldn't read the text properly. It's a visual bug. Coming to the content bug, you try to read some article. You just maybe visited Times of India website, trying to read an article, but the content of the page is not, maybe the text is overlapping upon the text and it is very clumsy. You can't read it properly. Or maybe in the place of text, the text was missing, or you found that in place of text, there was some kind of error codes. So these things comes under content bugs. Coming to the crash bugs, everything that happens unexpectedly, like you downloaded an application. I think most of you are already familiar with crash bug because it oftentimes happens. You usually download several apps. You downloaded an app, opened the app. After some time, the app closes automatically without your, without your any kind of like, it just crashes. It's called crash bug. So let's move ahead. Also, bugs can be classified based on the severity. So the severity is how badly the bug was affecting the customers. Like you are the customer, like you are the user. How badly? Like if it was a crash bug, it would definitely impact. It will create definitely a bad impact. If the Zomato app was crashing continuously, you'll go to the Swiggy. So it's very critical because here Zomato losing a customer, so it's a kind of critical or high bug. Coming to the medium and low bugs, low bug is something like the image was getting overlapped with the text, so it was really hard to read the text. So it was a kind of low bug. And coming to the medium, something like you opened some Times of India magazine application, and when you try to scroll down and move to the content, it took more time to load. It's not affecting much, but still it affecting the user. User is still facing some kind of struggle with this application. So it's a kind of medium. So critical and high are something which have high importance. The customers, like the companies might lose customers because of critical and high issues, whereas medium and low issues are tolerable, but still there are bugs. You can still report them and you can make money out of them. So yeah, I hope it was clear. You understood the types of bugs. I don't want to go into the technicals, and I can tell is a lot of more things, but I don't want to go into details. These are enough. Like types of bugs, like a general definition. Just try to make it understand what is functional, what is performance. You don't need to. You're not going to giving any like going out and giving any public examinations to write pages definitions and all. Just remember it, like what is functional, what is performance. Yeah, I hope the examples made it clear. So anyway, now now let's see the tools required. Like what are all the tools will be required to be a better software tester. Most of the people will have a misconception that they need a lot of devices to be a better tester. I agree. If you have a lot of devices, you have a lot of scope, but that doesn't mean that if you have only one Android device, you couldn't you couldn't earn, or you couldn't be a software tester. Because just open the Play Store, when you open the Play Store, there are several apps. Of course, you couldn't be a tester for all the applications, but still, there is a lot of possibilities here. You can be a tester. You could be a tester for any. There are several hundreds, thousands of applications in the Play Store. Even for the Android phones or iOS, if it doesn't matter. The more devices you have, it is more advantage, but it is not mandatory to have these many devices or something like that. Most of the times, most of the testing will be done on Android or iOS smartphone. Also, you definitely need a laptop, desktop with a webcam. Don't get me wrong, but software testing basically needs, I'm expecting you guys all have a any kind of laptop or desktop with a webcam. It is mandatory. If you don't have it, the opportunities are really low. So yeah, you must have a laptop or desktop with a proper webcam. Here, the webcam plays an important role for usability tests. I'm going to discuss that in the in a user testing topic. So anyway, you need to have a webcam for usability tests, where you might need to show your face and talk to the customers directly. So webcam plays an important role. Laptop and desktop helps you to collect logs. For example, logs are nothing but it could be a bit technical for you, but logs are like the operations that you perform. For example, you opened your mobile, you opened the Safari application. When you opened the Safari browser, the app crashed. These things, what happened, you opened the Safari and it crashed. The whole thing will be recorded at the back end. in the form of a code. That code, that file, that is called log file. So you have to collect these log file to report an issue. So this helps the developers. If they see the this kind of log file, they'll notice where the error happened, like why the crash happened by seeing the log. So collecting log is very important. Don't worry, like all you need is a USB cable need to be connected to your mobile, and you just need to run a few codes, very few codes. You just need to open your terminal if you have a Mac, or if you are on Windows, you just need to open command, what we call, I forgot the name. Yeah, anyway, you just need to run a few commands, maybe a two.
Command prompt.
Yeah, command prompt. Yeah, thanks. You need to run a few commands to collect the logs. It is not at all a big issue. I will tell you how to do it, not in detail, but I'll just give a proper overview about it in later. Anyway, you also need headsets or earphones. Again, this is for usability tests. You might need to record your screen. You need to talk, you need to share your ideas, share your views about their app. So earphones or headsets are recommendable if you have that is, I think most of you are having that. But I would say if you are making a decent money, or if you can spend a little more money, I would suggest to have an external mic. External mic plays an important role. It helps in noise cancellation and several other things. So apart from the regular normal earphones, I would definitely recommend external mics, at least not at the beginning. Maybe as you get experience with these things, then you will definitely need one. Coming to the screenshots, I don't think you need a separate application for this. If you're on Windows, you can simply press Windows and print scan button, and if you're on Mac, you can simply press Shift Command and 3, so that you can take the screenshots and use them. Also, coming to the screen recorder, as I said earlier, you might need to record your screen, and you might need to record your screen and share your thoughts. I would recommend Screencast-O-Matic. It's a software. You can just Google it. I'll share the presentation anyway with you. So it's a screen recorder app. It is very helpful and does its work exactly. It just records the screen, and it's a good application, and it's a free software. Coming to the video compressor, after recording the screen, you need to share this recording with the customer or your company. So you need to compress. Sometimes if you are on Mac, if I record my screen for 5 minutes recording, it takes more than 3 to 5 GB. So you need to compress the file. So Handbrake is an application software which is very helpful in compressing the file. It is also available online for free, and it is the video quality will be also really good if you compress with Handbrake. So yeah, these are the basic tools that you require. And as I said, additionally, it will be it will be definitely the more devices you have, the more scope will be. But don't get it wrong. You don't need 3 to 4 mobiles, or you don't need 3 to 4 monitors around you. You don't need that at all. Like that's okay. Even I started with a Windows PC and a regular Android mobile. So I don't think, it's definitely good if you have more, but it's not mandatory. I'm stressing this much because most people have a misconception on this particular topic. Additionally, it would be helpful if you are having a Android tablet, Android or iOS tablet, or any external mic, as I said earlier. So yeah. Let's I guess this is the introduction about software testing. If you have any questions, you can ask me. I'll try to answer. I hope I was clear, and yeah, you can maybe just type in the chat.
No, it was clear for me. Yes.
Yep, awesome. Awesome. Thank you, everyone. So let's move to this is the interesting topic. Now you're going to learn about what are all the opportunities in India where you can use your testing skills to make money out of it. You can make I can't say this, you can make a decent amount, but it depends on the sites and your skills. I'll give you a few tips, tricks and tips. So that would be very helpful to make money out of it in a better way. So one of the best sites that works in India is user testing. If you are, I guess most of you are familiar, but I know there are a few people who are pretty much new to this. So I'm just giving an overview for you. User testing, in case you don't know, user testing is a website that pays you for sharing your thoughts about your apps and websites. Technically, you need zero knowledge about software testing for this particular website. You don't need any prior knowledge. I started with this user testing on August. I started this on August, and to be honest, I'm very satisfied. If you ask me, in my whole journey of online money making, if you ask me what is the best thing that happened to you, that's definitely user testing. It's worth it. They pay you very good. They pay $10 for speaking 10 to 20 minutes. Sometimes there are tests where I only speak for few minutes, maybe 3 to 4 minutes. Still I make $10 per hour. That's really nice amount. Also there are conversations with the customers. As I said earlier, you need to turn on your webcam and you need to join a call with the customer directly and share your thoughts. They will show you some kind of prototypes and they will ask your opinion on this. So you can make a decent amount from user testing. For a 30 minutes call, you can make $30. For 60 minutes call, you can make $60. For 90 minutes call, you can make $90, and so on. See, for 1 hour, you will make about 4,000 or above by speaking to a customer and giving your feedback. That's really awesome. So yeah, this is the basic introduction about user testing. They'll pay you $10 for every 10 to 20 minutes test, and also they'll pay you they'll pay after 7 days. Do not avoid or neglect user testing. I know most of you people now, even I am having 78 people here. It's really not a small amount. Out of 78 people, most of the people already know about the user testing, but still you are not taking, you're not going ahead with the user testing. Most of you people stay away from the user testing because you are shy to speak. To be honest, this is this is really true. You are very shy to speak and record yourself, or feel that you are not fluent in English. This is what the basic thing most people concerned about. You need to understand one thing, that no one is going to judge you. Like you don't need to be shy at all. No one is making fun of your accent. Don't be shy. Believe me, you when you will get used to it, in fact your fluency and accent automatically gradually improves without your knowledge. I would definitely say don't avoid or neglect user testing. And another thing, you will be worried about background noise. Maybe you will say that I don't have a proper environment here. Maybe a TV sound, maybe some vehicle sound on the road. I have a solution. I have a fantastic trick to tackle it. Please wait for it, and I'll tell you there. Anyway, in user testing, basically I already told this. Anyway, in user testing there are two types of tests: moderated and unmoderated. As I said earlier, in the moderated test, it will be moderated. As the name says, it is moderated. You will be sitting alongside with a customer in a call, and you will be sharing your thoughts, and you will be paid, as I said, $30 for 30 minutes and $60 for 60 minutes. Yeah. Coming to the unmoderated test, it's like you have to record your screen. Like you will speak your thoughts and upload the recording to them. You don't have to record and upload things manually. Instead, user testing browser extension will do it for you. So yeah, this is pretty much the introduction. So yeah, you have to clear a test. Whenever you register on user testing, they'll ask you to, there will be a sample test and you have to clear it. Don't worry, it is very easy, but you have to keep a few things in your mind while taking the test. I'm sure that most of you guys are already taken the test but failed. There are only two reasons: either you haven't spoke your thoughts out loud, or there is some kind of background noise or disturbance in your recording. I have tips for both. So how to speak your thoughts out? So I'll just pretend that I'm on a user testing website, and I'll show you how I usually take tests. Maybe it will be more clear. I really thought so much how to explain this, but later I thought it would be better if I show it practically. So imagine that I'm on a user testing, I registered for user testing for the first time, and they asked me to give a sample test. The sample test is nothing but they will ask you to visit a website and do a few tasks over there. You shouldn't worry about user testing, because there are no right or wrong answers here. So for example, they ask you to visit amazon.com and find the about us page. So what you have to do is you just go to amazon.com. You have to review how you felt about the website interface. You have to talk about it, and later you have to find the about us page. In case you didn't find the about us page on amazon.com, that's totally fine. You can tell them that it is hard to find and I couldn't able to see it, because if you are couldn't able to find it, many other people also cannot able to find it. You need to keep this on mind, because most people worry about it and exit the test because they couldn't find the about us page. They'll feel like oh, I'm going to fail the test. Nothing like that. Actually, the customers want your feedback. If you couldn't able to find the about us page, it's not your problem, and it's the problem of the website. Anyway, let me quickly go and show you how I usually do tests. Like for example, I was asked to go amazon.in, and for example, they asked me to review amazon.in. So what I tell is, amazon.com homepage, the web page took a little time. I noticed that the web page took a little time to load. It was expected. After landing on the page, this particular image caught my eyes. Upon landing, I first saw this image, and it was really visually appealing. It is really attractive. On the top, I can see Amazon logo on the header. I believe if I click on Amazon logo, I will be redirected to the same page again. So I will be redirected to the home page again. And yes, I clicked on it and it happened. So it was working as I expected. Here I'm seeing the address info, the search bar where I can search the products. Here I'm seeing the country information and account or list information, orders information, and cart information. So it was pretty clear, and it was designed very well so that I can do pretty much everything within the header itself. So yeah, let me navigate through the website and see other things. Yeah, I noticed that the layout and the design of the website is really good. The text is really easy to read, and the images perfectly fit in the context, and it really makes sense. It is really attractive, and the images are adding value to the website. So yeah, it was really good experience. It was really, the text was easy to read and understand. It is easy to navigate. It is easy to understand things here. You a decent amount, so give your 100%. You should say something like this. You should say something like this in order to be successful. I guess I was clear. So next, how to remove the background noise. This is an important thing because most people quit because of this reason as well. I have an amazing software for it. It's Crisp. Yeah, it is really a great software which available for both Mac and Windows PCs. It works like a charm in reducing the background noise. Try recording something with this app and you will see the magic. Just, it's a free app. As you can see here, currently even I'm using the Crisp. It is actively removing my background noise. Right now I turned on my fan, but still I believe you barely notice it. I hope I am clear. And this active noise cancellation thing is really awesome. You can try it out. After trying, you will be just amazed. Yeah, I'm moving to the next thing. Rating is another important factor that affects the availability of tests. You need to be you will be rated based on your performance. Remember, not all the tests were rated. Usually the first few tests will be rated and later customers rate I consider 4 or above rating is a decent rating for user testing. If you are having 4 or above rating, you should be good, but you should always strive for 5 stars. Okay, I have these 5 tips to to be a 5-star rater, sorry, 5-star tester. You should, as I said earlier, you should speak, you should able to speak out your thoughts aloud. Also there should be minimal background noise. Also be kind and nice to the when you are rating something, in the end maybe just show some gratitude. They're paying you decent enough. There is nothing wrong in taking 1 more minute and pricing them, or just say something nice and good, so that it definitely creates a good impact on you. So in the end, just say thank you, and alongside the thank you, just add some information like I really liked these things, I didn't like this thing. Even if you didn't like something, try to say it in a proper nice, always be nice and kind. And also don't rush. As I said, they're paying you good, so don't rush to the steps. Sometimes there may be tests where it might take more than 20 minutes, or they may take up to 30 minutes, but don't rush. Like if you are good, if the customer really likes your response, then there are chances where he might offer you additional bonus. Okay, apart from the $10 that you get from the regular test, he might add you another $10 as a bonus for doing it, for taking extra time for performing the tasks. So don't rush and give your ideas. So for example, they asked you to visit Amazon, and you okay, they asked you to visit Amazon, and for example, imagine this sign in option was somewhere at the footer. So you're not expecting it should be in the top, it shouldn't be at the footer. It is really hard to find it. So share your idea, like it would be good, I am expecting, you might say like it would be good if the sign in option is at the top instead of at the bottom, because I barely noticed it, or something like that. That should work. So share your ideas, and it would be very helpful for the customer, as well as if you give a proper idea that is beneficial for the customer, then obviously he will come to your profile, check you and rate you. So it plays an important role. I believe you could be a 5-star tester if you excel in all of these things. So yeah, if you ask me, now you will ask me that how to get more screeners. And basically, if you are not familiar with the term screener, basically screeners are the set of questions. Okay, set of questions. You have to qualify the screener to take part in the test. Don't get confused. Screeners are just to test your eligibility for that test. So the more screeners you get, the more opportunities, there will be more earning potential if you get more screeners. If you have a proper rating, and if you are in a rating depends on several other factors as well. Most times it is depending on the rating. So if you have a proper rating, there are chances that you might able to see more screeners. If you are a 5-star tester, then there are chances that you will see more screeners than a person who have only 4 stars. So try to improve your rating all the time. Now you might ask me, I'm a 4.5-star tester, but I'm not seeing the screeners. This is the most common thing. They ask me that in the monthly reports we share on our subreddit. Most people ask us, how can you make this much from user testing? You need to understand that not only rating, but I believe that several other factors also affect this. There are several other factors like your profile information, also everything like your location, demographics, etc. So we actually couldn't maybe you can try, if you are really doing good, and if you are still getting very less screeners, then you might contact the support saying the same. So if you ask me how to clear screeners, again, in a day I'll get around 10 to 12 or 10 to 15 screeners. So I couldn't able to make or take all the tests. I couldn't able to participate in all the tests because screeners test your eligibility. I couldn't qualify in all the tests. If I can able to qualify for all the tests, I can make if I get 10 screeners per day, if I qualify in all the tests, then I can make $100 in a single day. So it's not actually practically possible. You can only make around one or two screeners if you have luck. User testing, it's real testing, meaning you have to test the real world apps and websites by reporting the bugs, and you will be rewarded for that. It's a bit, yes, I agree, it's a bit technical, but wait, you can learn it very easily by completing the academy. UTEST has its academy, which educates people to understand their platform. Academy is really awesome, and it is very recommended for beginners. And UTEST has a global community of over 1 million testers. Also, it is a very popular crowd working websites with global customers. So most people ask me that how did you learn about software testing, how did you got this knowledge and all. Even as I said, I did my graduation in agriculture. I have no computers degree. I don't have any kind of prior background on this testing field. Most people ask me, and most people even wonder how I able to manage to do this. Simple, I completed the academy. I can say I learned most of the things from the academy itself. The concepts are clear and easy to understand. When you start taking courses in the academy, you will be engaged. It is very engaging. On the other hand, people might feel that academy is boring. If you are interested in learning something, to be honest, nothing is boring. Just try to invest more time. Even it is boring, just keep on trying. There is nothing wrong. The thing is, you're not going to, it's not any kind of scam or something. You don't need to pay to the companies, like it's not a data entry job or something like this. You have to, at least you're not paying anything to them. Instead, you are learning for it yourself. So don't take it as boring, but instead give it more and more time. Even if you get bored, I understand, take a break and give it more time, even more time. So yeah, if you already have an account on UTEST, open them and start taking academic courses, and this is highly recommended. For those who don't have accounts or those who never heard of UTEST, you know those you have not have accounts on UTEST, just create the accounts, fill your profile and start with academy. There are tests for various devices, so make sure to add all the available devices to your profile. It could be a smartphone, or it could be a smart TV, laptop, mobile, or even a car or gaming console and whatnot. You can add everything to your profile. Whenever there will be a relevant test, you will be automatically invited based on your profile. So filling your profile is very important in UTEST. And completing academy gives you a proper knowledge on software testing. And if you read it is very easy to understand. There are several video tutorials as well. It is very easy. I'm saying it is very easy. If I was able to learn it, definitely you can also able to learn it, but just give it a try. Yeah. Things to keep in mind at UTEST. As you saw, user testing pays you $10 for every test. Okay, don't expect the same amount from UTEST, at least at the beginning. It would be best if you were patient and consistent. It isn't easy to survive at UTEST. Your pay is really low at the beginning. Also, the project invitations were very low at the beginning. Let me give you a real example. As I said, I work at UTEST. So, there are like 178 testers alone from India. Okay, there are 178 testers, like already in whole India, 178 testers already know about UTEST and they have accounts with UTEST. Guess what? Out of 178,000 UTESTers, there are only 7,000 to 9,000 active people. Out of 178,000, there are only 7 to 9,000. Getting my point? Most people quit it. In the midway. you shouldn't be the one. You should give it more and more time. Even you face any difficulties, you need to give it more time. What I used to do is, sometimes even I, in the beginning, even felt that it is boring or something like that. But I gave it a fixed time, like for a two for this day I'll do UTEST for 2 hours, I'll do the academy for 2 hours, even though it is unpaid, like you're not getting paid from it, but it is really engaging. You are learning something for free, that too for free. You're not paying something to learn. It is, I used to do this. It is, I used to give 2 to 3 hours or maybe 1 to 2 hours in a day. And I did it for a week or so, and I came to know about all the things. I covered about everything, almost all things about software testing. So yeah. So also one more thing, check project boards often. Project board is something like, there will be a list of projects along with the countries where you can apply. I mean, for example, a company needs testers for test their application, and you can see that thing in the project board. You can actually open that project board. If it was, you can see the country as well. If it is India, you can open the project and you can click on apply and apply for the project. The application that you have filled, application in the sense you don't have to fill multiple questions or something like that. It's just a Google form survey. You have to fill that survey, and the community team, we actually review your responses, and we will add you to the test cycles. So always check your project boards often and see the projects, if there are any projects, and apply to them. And don't only rely on email. Sometimes you will get, there is an opportunity in India, but most times you won't get emails. For only urgent projects you'll get emails. So always make an habit of checking project board. You can see several projects over there. And also, don't get demotivated that the pay is low. There are a lot of broader scope opportunities than you think at UTEST. Let me say why I said this. So basically at UTEST, how rating influences, there are basically 6 types of ratings at UTEST: unrated, rated, proven, bronze, silver, and gold. Basically, when you create an account, you will be unrated. So as you do the tests, and as you do the test, your rating will start increases. So the bug payouts for the high rated tester will be a bit more. There isn't a huge difference, but there is a little difference for a low rated, like if I am unrated and you are a gold rated tester, I get maybe 300 per bug, 300 rupees for reporting a bug, and you might get 350 rupees or even 450 rupees for reporting the same bug in the same cycle. So how the thing works, let me give you a proper overview. So if a company needs, as I just said, the company just community team posts in the project board as we need testers for a particular project. So you people apply for the project, and what we do is, all we will vet in the sense we'll verify your responses, and we will add you to the cycles. So test cycle is where we do testing. So test cycle includes several people, including testers. There will be TTLs, TEs, TAs, PMs, and several other people as well. You will be performing the tests. The ways to earn in UTEST is by reporting the bugs. For example, just imagine you got invited for a Zomato application. So what you have to do is install the Zomato application, and you have to test that application. And if you face any kind of bugs, as I said earlier, it could be a functional, visual, performance, or any kind of bug, you can report it. If your report gets accepted, you have to provide all the proofs of the bug. As I said, for some bugs you have to collect logs, for some bugs you have to record the screen while performing the task, and you have to provide all the proofs. So that, yeah, you have to provide all the proofs, and they will approve the bug. If it is really if it is a valid bug, they will definitely approve the bug, and you will be paid for it. So another way to earn is to claim test cases. Test cases are, you might be hearing it for first time. Test cases is very simple, that set of actions, you can call a set of actions. If you claim a test case, if you open the test case, there will be instructions, the tasks that you have to perform with the application. Like, they'll ask, you claimed a test case, you open the test case, and there will be a set of steps that you have to do. In the first step, maybe I'm just giving an example, maybe they'll ask you to share a screenshot of your about screen, about page of your mobile, so that they will verify whether you are using the correct device for that particular test or not. Also, they will give you a certain steps. They'll ask you to start recording the screen, and they will ask you to, perform a small things, like they might ask you to order food. You have to record that screen, you have to order food, and you have to attach the recording. If you face any bugs, you have to report it. That's another thing, as I just heard earlier, you have to report bugs. By reporting bugs, you can earn. Also, by performing these test case and submitting this test case, you will also earn. So in UTEST, you can earn money by reporting the bugs as well as by doing the test cases. Also, there is another thing, reviews is not very common, but few cycles will ask you to review, like how you felt about this particular app. So you have to review that. You just need to fill a survey and submit it, and you will receive certain amount, maybe 500, maybe 400, maybe 1000. You will receive that amount. So there are these three ways generally. So let's see the opportunities. This is the interesting thing, opportunities at UTEST. Most people think that you can be a tester, like as even I just said, you can be a tester at UTEST. Not only a tester, there are several other opportunities if you are good at it. There are a ton of opportunities if you keep doing the good work. As you level up, also you will be marked as a permanent tester. For example, there was a Zomato cycle, you reported 10 bugs. Out of 10, 10 bugs were accepted. So what the customer does is, they will mark you, so that they will invite you again for the same product. If you test for the Zomato today, like you tested Zomato this week, like don't imagine that you won't get, you don't have to test Zomato again. Okay, there will be like the development team always keep on working and upgrading the app. Initially Zomato app was only, when you need to find only very specific information. There was really a few restaurants, or the interface was really not good. What the developers team do is, they keep on developing builds. Every time they release a new build is nothing but, often you open your Play Store or App Store, you update your apps. So what actually you're doing is, you're updating the build, you're updating the version of the app. So if you update the app, you will get new features, as well as along with the new features, there will be new bugs. Okay, yeah, there will be bugs. For the future app upgrades, the developers team of Zomato, obviously they keep on working to reduce these bugs. But obviously, when they create new features, the new bugs will arrive. So you will be invited, you will be a permanent tester for that particular Zomato customer. So you'll be invited for all the future tests of Zomato. So you can, obviously, if you are invited for the more test cycles, then you can earn more. Also, you'll be more familiar with the app, so that you can easily report more and more bugs. The good thing is, in the initial days, I used to feel so proud, because, just say example, I couldn't reveal the customer names, just Zomato is just an example. But again, consider the Zomato. For example, I'm an app tester for Zomato. A friend came to your home and ordering food on Zomato. Like it feels so good, man. It feels so good that you are a tester, he's a user, and you are a tester. There is a little difference. You are testing the app and he is using it. You know everything about that app. It feels so good. I couldn't explain it in words, but you will definitely feel it once this happens to you, because it happened to me in real. So I can experience that particular feeling that you get. So yeah, I don't want to drag this long. So let's go ahead. So opportunities. So if you are a tester, if you are doing good, if you are able to make it to other levels, like as I said, if you are Yeah. If you are at unrated, and if you are doing more tests and you are reporting bugs, and if you are performing well, you will gradually rate, you'll improve your rating. So if you reach gold, even the silver, gold is very very good. Even till today I'm a silver rated tester. I haven't made it to gold yet, but doesn't matter, but you should have the proper experience. So always don't worry about rating. I would say, don't, like, if you are happens with everyone. I have a friend, I guess he's already in the meeting, but yeah, he's in the meeting. He It happens with everyone, even at the beginning. I was over addicted to the rating. I feel broken when I get a bug rejected. I feels like it was very funny that he used to call me and say the bug was rejected and my rating was down. It's okay, just report as many bugs as you can. Also, don't only concentrate on the quality, like sorry, quantity. Just make sure the bugs are really make sense, and they are very quality bugs. Just only report the quality bugs. So don't over addicted to the rating. Rating will obviously improves when you do the good work. So yeah, as you level up, so as a tester you will be promoted to dedicated tester. So dedicated tester is something like it's a part-time job, and they pay hourly. So as a tester, you won't be paid hourly. So you might take to find a bug, it might take around 30 minutes or 1 hour. Still you will get the bug payout, but you won't be getting hourly payment. For dedicated testers, you will get hourly payment, maybe hourly some dollars you will get. Maybe just say maybe you'll get $5 per hour. So it's a full-time, sorry, part-time position. And again, if you are good at testing, then you will be gradually promoted to team test leads. So this is TTLs, team leads. As I said, in a test cycle, for example, imagine that there is a test cycle of Zomato and 60 people, there are 60 testers in this cycle. So the team lead, as the name says, he leads the cycle. He helps you, to answer your queries. He'll responds to you, and he will solve your queries or any kind of issues. So about TTL, so TTL, as a TTL, if you perform good, you will be promoted as a TE. TE is test engineer. Test engineer is the one who builds the cycle. He's the one who writes the test cases. He will write the instructions, and he will build the test, the cycle. Test engineers are again three types: test engineer 1, test engineer 2, and test engineer 3. Test engineer 1 is test engineer 2 and 3 are experienced test engineers. So if you are good at your task, then as a test engineer 1 you will be promoted to test engineer 2. As a test engineer 2 you will be promoted to test engineer 3. So here there are 3 promotions, and every time you promote, you'll get more pay, obviously. And again, after test engineer you can be promoted to test architect. Test architect is responsible to manage everything. He will have direct contact with the customer, and he talks to the customers, and he will helps in building the cycle as well. He will receive the instructions from the customers, and he will hire, like he will invite the test engineers team leads to the test cycles, and he tells the test engineers and test leads to what's need to be tested exactly in that particular thing. So this is all from the side of testing services. So there is another side, community side. As I said, it had more than 1 million testers. So there should be a community team which managing this. So there are community engineers and community managers. So I work as a community engineer at same the UTEST. Yeah, I work as a community engineer. So my job, as I said, I recruit testers. So testers, they need tester. We all need testers to perform the test cycles. Sometimes some test cycles are very specific. Like they need, for a company, they need testers from Nigeria to perform a particular thing. They might need 18 to 20 age group Nigerian people to perform the test, some test case. So what we do, we hire people. So I personally hire people, I recruit testers, I invite them to the cycles. So that is my job. Community managers will be managing the whole community, and solution developers, solution delivery managers is like they are the sales team. They bring customers, they bring companies like Zomato to UTEST. So yeah, you can be promoted to, if you are performing good, you can level up and you can be promoted to all these roles gradually. Even the director, current director, his name is Jerima and he's my manager, and he is a U tester. He just joined as a tester few years ago. Like he joined on 2018. Now he's the director of the community. Understanding my point? He's the director, meaning he is having control over. He's having control over 1 million people. He's the director. He's the head of the UTEST community, and he joined UTEST as a tester, similar to you guys. So now you know the opportunities here. You can be if you are good at it, you can be anything. So yeah, coming to my journey at UTEST, I registered on UTEST on 25th, sorry, something on July 2020. I used to, you know I never cared about UTEST, to be honest. I'm being really honest here. I never took it very seriously. I registered, and similar to most of you guys, I forgot about it. So I didn't even did anything. I just created account and I totally forgot about it, and I used to work on other websites, but I totally neglected UTEST. In December, I got an invitation for a TV test. I had a smart TV, so I have to test a product. I can't give you the names. Yeah, so I have to test a product. So I tested it. That was my first test. I accepted the cycle. I performed the test, and that is how I got started with UTEST. And as I keep on doing the test, I used to get more and more tests. In January and February, it was like I used to get 5 to 6 test cycle invitations in a single day. So it's, you are seeing like 5 or 6 test cycle invitations in a day is like awesome. The earning potential will be improved, and it was like at that point of time, though even Lionbridge pays me $9 and $10 per hour, I left those positions because I don't like repetitive tasks. I don't like sitting in front of my laptop and doing the same things again and again and again. But in testing, it is totally different. You have to test different products at different times. You have to actually find bugs. It's really challenging, and it's really at least it interests me so much. So I totally shift here. I resigned to all my positions because I'm getting 5 to 6 invitations per day. So I'm able to manage the decent amount from it. So I became a full-time U tester. So I left all the sites and I started doing only UTEST. I left almost all the sites, not user testing for sure. I used to, of course, I managed user testing all the time. It's one of my favorite sites. So again, yeah. I started taking it more seriously, and gradually, 2 months ago, they finally noticed me and offered me a full-time position as a community test engineer at UTEST. So that's my journey. Yeah. So yeah, that is all happened. So final words about UTEST. So all I can say that concentrate on learning more than earning. In the beginning, I agree with every, I agree with all of you. It is really hard. You won't get test invitations, but the thing is you have to complete the academy. So it is more like learning. Sorry, even you can make $10 per hour on any other website. They don't have scope. For example, you are doing UHRS. If you are not familiar with UHRS, it's okay. Like you can visit our subreddit, you will know about it. But even in UHRS, you are making $15 per hour doing the repetitive tasks, doing the hits and all. Still, there is no scope. Even if you do $15, like if you're doing the hits today, you will be doing the hits after 1 year, after 3 years, you will be doing the same thing. There is no growth. See, I started as a tester and now I'm a community engineer. You can easily, you can see how many levels I did through my journey. It's all happened in the past 6 months. As I said, I started in December, and today here I am as a community engineer. So you can see the growth in UHRS and other websites. There will be really less scope for growth. Now I have like I have a full time, so I am more confident, so yeah, so always keep on learning. Automatically earnings will come, and don't care about earning, especially in coming to the UTEST. So believe me, sorry, between I forgot to mention that they pay twice a month, once in every 15 days. So you will receive your payout on first of every month, and again on the 15th. So they pay twice. That's really a good thing. And also if you are starting, or if you already created account but left it aside, just complete your academy and check project boards regularly and apply for the projects and be active in the community. It's a community with over 1 million testers. It's really nice to interact with them. You will always learn something new if you interact with people. That too, it's a global community. It have testers worldwide, so it is really nice to have a good people around. So yep, uh, that is about UTEST. Maybe you can ask questions about UTEST if you have any. Just a second.
No, I,
Yeah, please go ahead.
About UTEST, is this like more like a beginner or more like an advanced level?
No, as I just said, all you need to do, just complete the academy. You will understand all the things obviously after completing the academy. It is very hard. It is very hard at the beginning. I totally agree. It's really hard for a most people just quit.
Learning,
Yeah, you have to
learning
concentrate
is
on
learning is always hard, whether you
yeah,
learn a new
exactly.
language or whatever. But it is always hard and boring. We can do it, but it is really beneficial, as you are saying.
Yeah. Um, okay, let's go to the
have I
questions.
have a question.
Yep, sure.
So how consistent is user testing and U-test? Like for example, I primarily work on an UHRS, and the
Okay.
reason why I'm looking for other stuff is because like past few months UHRS has been very dry. Like you
Yep.
don't get a lot of work. So how consistent is U-test and testing?
How consistent? Definitely
As in
more
like
consistent than user UHRS. I would say definitely more consistent than UHRS. So if you are good at it, so again you need a little skills. You should able to talk your, like, share your opinion. You should able to give feedback. Coming to the user testing, you should be good at it if you want to make it consistent. I at least get I at least, like, on an average, maybe I couldn't give you the exact numbers. Maybe I'm okay with it. I'll make around $400, 300, anywhere between $300 to $400 for from user testing alone user testing. That too, it's like it became very consistent for me. It was pretty obvious that I usually make it in the initial days. I used to make it around $200, but right now it's $300 to $400, and it's going almost the same thing from past few months. So it's very pretty consistent.
So one more question: how
Yep.
many hours do you put in UHR in the user testing and UTest
How many hours? User
per
testing,
day?
definitely. Yeah, got it. User testing is really small. Like, you don't need to put a lot of hours on user testing. As to put a lot of there isn't any lot of work for user testing. But you test, you need to put it's, I agree. If you are on UHRS, you will not definitely satisfy with the U test at the beginning. So unless you are very passionate about testing, you won't be satisfied at all, because it's very low paying comparatively to UHRS, at least at the very beginning. So also you need to put more and more hours on learning stuff. You need to learn, complete the academy, and completing academy, it isn't that easy. As I just said, you need to put several hours to learn yourself. So yeah, let's see the other questions.
So yeah, I have a question regarding your test.
Yep.
So I created a profile like 3 4 months earlier. I cleared all the academy stuff, and I even cleared a practice test cycle.
Mm-hmm.
And what tipped me off is in the second academy test cycle, They all in academic test cycles, they always ask you to find bugs and report at least one bug, if I'm not correct.
Yep,
And
yep.
in the second test cycle, I couldn't find any bugs on the website. So I felt there was no way to contact any community leaders or test managers there. And then I couldn't find the bug, so I'm inactive on the site. So any suggestions for this? Like, should I take part in the test again, or should I contact anyone for this?
No, you just open your log back into your account, and you can actually, for coming to the practice cycles helps you to improve your rating. It helps you to improve rating. And even if you are unable to find bugs, or even if you reported some kind of invalid bug, your rating will not be decreased. If you do the same thing in an actual test, your rating will be decreased, but in the practice cycle, your rating won't be affected in negative way, but there is a positive impact. So you can simply open and continue with the rest. You can also sign up with this for the same academy cycle again, and you will get invited for it, and you can just proceed with it and complete the practice cycle, so that you'll gain more knowledge. So also your rating will be improved, and you'll get invited for more paid projects.
Yeah, thank you for answering. But one last thing.
Yeah,
I want to concentrate on the part where you are asked to find bugs. I told that I couldn't find any bugs. So any tips specifically for that? How to find bugs? Like, I looked at the website, there was nothing I could find. I spent an hour on it, there was nothing I could find. So any tips regarding that specifically?
No, specifically I couldn't say, because each website is different, and each website it's totally subjective. And coming to the tips, as you get more experience with it, you can easily, like if I open a website, like being a tester from the past 6 months, if I open a site, first of all, even for I'm just trying to do some regular online shopping, my eyes will look for bugs. Like, you will get habituated to the task. So as you get more experience, you can easily figure out what is not working as expected and what is working as expected. So yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, I guess we can proceed to the next task. Let me how to approach for a position at UTEST. Yeah, there will be, as I said, there is a project board. They will also keep projects like they need TTL or something like that. So you can apply for that project, so that you will be counted, like your application will be counted. So if your profile matches, then you might be invited, like you might be promoted as a TTLs or TEs or any other positions. How the pay scale is different from full-time positions, I couldn't say the pay scale, but it's really good. It's really good amount. Yep. I know it's against NDA, but rough idea, I couldn't even give you a rough idea, but it's really a decent income. Yeah, that's all I can say. I'm part of that inactive testers. Okay, is that possible to pick? Yes, definitely it is possible. As I said, I created account on July, but I haven't worked till December, even though I was able to make it here. So even you can do the same thing. You can also check the bugs others have shared in the cycle. That way you learn. Yes, this is a good point Shashwat mentioned. You can see all the bugs. For example, you invited to the Zomato cycle. For example, another tester reported some kind of bug. You can see that bug and have a proper overview about it, and you will know that how to report your own bug. Which testing you recommend, mobile testing or desktop? Both. I recommend both. Mobiles have mobiles usually have larger scope, but you should be able to collect logs, so definitely you'll need laptop as well. So yeah, personally I prefer testing on mobiles and tablets. What if we haven't necessarily found any bugs while going through? If you are not able to find any bugs, it is okay to not to report. If you report, you will get paid for it. If you can't find any bugs, it's absolutely fine. Instead, you can see the list of, as I said, you can see the list of bugs that are reported by other testers. So you can open the reports, try to reproduce in the sense, try to repeat the same things on your device. If you can able to reproduce the bug on your mobile as well, you can there will be an option called +1, where you can provide a screenshot saying that this is also happening to me, so that your rating will be improved. Also, you won't get paid for it, but your rating will be improved, and it basically boosts your rating. What is the moderated and unmoderated studies in user testing? I already told it. Moderated is you need to have a call with the customer. In unmoderated, you'll just record the screen and upload. Yeah. So it was around 2 hours. So anyway, let me quickly wrap it up. So yeah, other testing websites. So user testing and UTEST are had a way more lot scope compared to the other websites, but still there are other testing websites where you make decent income. I would definitely suggest UTEST to start with, because after completing the academy, you can able to you will understand what you should do, and you will have the proper knowledge. Later you can start registering on the other websites like TestBirds, Test.io, TestLeo, and Testerwork. These are other websites. You can Google them, or anyway, I'll share the presentation with you. So these will be very helpful. You register on if you get proper experience on UTEST, if you complete the academy, then obviously you will get succeeded in other websites. These websites are very similar, very similar to UTEST. You need to do the same testing. You need to report bugs to earn money. Here TestLeo pays hourly. Their pay was really good, but opportunities are little. There was a really good opportunities for TestIO and TestLeo, but compared to UTEST, you might find there are few, but they are also you can make a decent earnings from these websites as well. TestBirds, I recommend TestBirds, but currently they stopped taking registrations from India. They might start soon. Keep an eye on them as well. So yeah. Other usability websites like Conversation Crimes, User Zoom, User Field, Userlytics, and Google User Research. They have really less earning potential, very less earning potential when we compare with user testing. User testing definitely had a lot of opportunities, but compared to other sites, when we compare user testing with these sites, the pay was really low, and few might not able to succeed at these people. Even I personally, I agree that I personally haven't earned much from these sites. I made a few dollars from Google User Research, and yeah, I passed a test for Conversation Crimes and User Zoom, but I haven't got any invitations. So I would definitely, for usability websites, for tests, I would definitely recommend user testing and UTEST. In UTEST, for user testing, you only do usability tests. Like you won't do any app testings or something like that. But in UTEST, there are all types of tests available. Like as I said, it's the real testing. There will be usability tests, there will be functional tests, there will be performance tests, there will be all kind of tests. Even you can find all types of tests in all these websites. So yeah. I guess we are done with the session finally. You can ask any kind of questions. I'm happy to answer.
I don't have a question, but I have to say that you just motivated me to work on UTEST. Like I made the account, but I never actually focused on it. So yeah, thanks.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Thanks for being here, actually. Let me quickly answer this question. And the question that I have is that how long does it take to get rated on UTEST? Personally, I haven't been active since the last month. Okay, how long? Like it might take a single, like for example, you got into a Zomato test and you reported more than, like again I said quality matters, but just say if you reported 3 or more bugs and they were accepted, then you will be automatically it is not that hard to reach unrated to rated and rated to proven. Till proven, you can reach it very easily. I say very easily. If you doing the good work, if you can able to repeat more bugs, it is really easy to get reach till bronze. Even you can reach bronze very easily, but later silver and gold are a bit, even you can reach silver, but silver to gold is, it's a bit tricky there. It takes a lot time, and also the rating will improve very slowly. Yeah, by tonight I'll share the link to your emails. You can maybe keep it for future reference. So I guess we are done with the session. Yep, thanks for joining. Everyone for joining. Actually, it would be very great if you go ahead and fill this survey for me. It's just a feedback survey. You can type anything, even it could be if you really didn't like it, you can just type you didn't like it or something like that. But I want you to go ahead and fill this Google form. I just want to know how can I improve. If I might conduct these kind of sessions, so I need your feedback. And also feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. If I miss your message, if I miss something, you can always contact me. Here is our subreddit, and this is my profile link. Also, here is my blog. You can just go ahead and fill this form right now. Thank you so much for joining, and thanks for being here. I really appreciate, and I hope you enjoyed it.